underway here in NFL Week 4. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On second down, Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A gain of 14.
Love now.
First down.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one 28 yards on the ground.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
Now here's Pollard. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Check 52. Check 52. Big stop, big stop. Let's go.
2nd down, Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Touchdown
from 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Catanzaro lining up for the extra point.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down carry by Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Allen's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Elliott. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now Elliott. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. They find some open field here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Brings up 2nd and 15.
Throwing. Love. Escaping the pressure right. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun. Love. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Love from the gun. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen, he'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
He was covered.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a second down throw for Love here. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Pollard, the ball carrier. He was brought down by John Johnson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Run for Pollard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Smith catches left side. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down, Packers.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And Catanzero's kick is right through.
Good.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Pollard on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Going to run again here with Pollard. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Operating from the gun. Allen going up top. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
From the gun, Allen. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now Allen to throw on third down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 28. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground.
A 28-yard gain. And a Packer first down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll run with Pollard. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's Pollard again. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
10. Bears 7.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Now Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jones. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. Love to throw for it on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, This offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30.
Operating from the gun. Love eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Love. Throw left side complete. It's Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now we give here to Pollard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd.
Love now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
4 yards. Brings up 4th down and goal.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have retaken the lead. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Score Packers 17. Bears 14.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Flushed out right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Allen over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on 3rd.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.